Listen close. You see, it's three reasons why the wealthy pay less taxes than you. Stick around to the end and I'm going to tell you how you can play a part in doing exactly what they're doing so you can legally pay less in taxes. But three reasons. Number one, the wealthy don't have bills. What do I mean? I know you're thinking, everybody got bills. Bills is something that everybody has to pay. That's true from your perspective. But when you think about it, the wealthy, they don't have bills. See, if you understand how money works, you're not looking to pay things that are listed as bills. Bills don't allow you to pay less in taxes. However, expenses allow you to lower your tax liability. So the wealthy look at it differently. Instead of them circulating money on things that may be considered to be bills for others, they look at it as things that are required to have in order for them to operate their business. Even if that's a home-based business, even if that's a mobile business, even if that's a business that's operated primarily online. Those are expenses associated with things that help them grow their business, not just bills. Big difference. Prime example. If you pay your phone bill, for you it's a bill if you're just using it like a phone. But in this day and age, the phone can be utilized for so many different things. Right now, it's serving as a camcorder. Pretty soon, it's going to be served as a marketing device that I use to distribute content or information. It's also used to communicate via text, via phone calls, via email, via editing. The phone is so many different things, more than just used for making calls. So this takes this phone from being just a phone bill to a business expense because I utilize it in order to grow and operate business. So it's a big difference. The wealthy don't have bills. The wealthy figure out how to make what was once bills, now business expenses. If you can understand that, that changes everything because now you look at the money you spend totally different. You don't look at it as just money that you're spending and it's gone forever. No, you look at it like, how can I boomerang that money? How can I take the money that I just spent, but bring it all back? My wife and I earlier, we went and dined out. We went out to eat. Well, that leads me to part number two, because the wealthy don't just look at the receipts and just throw them in the trash, because receipts equal cash in the eyes of the wealthy. If it was something that they were able to generate a receipt or have some type of expense associated with it, instead of them just tossing a receipt and just looking at it and, doing away with it like it was just a normal transaction. No, they take their receipt. They may write some notes on their receipt to show how their receipt represented a tax deduction for us. We had conversation dealing with business, dealing with marketing, dealing with certain things that we're doing in order to generate leads right now currently on our page. It didn't take much. All we had to do was have some dialogue about it, but that tied into us making that meal a business expense. Not just a meal, not just a bill. So we understand that receipts equal cash. And if you partner that with record keeping, now at the end of the year, you tally up all of the expenses that you had. And now you look at, okay, I made this amount. But when I calculate my expenses, it lowered my tax liability by this amount. And now I'm able to pay less in taxes legally. My receipts converted into cash. I was able to get some of that money back that I once circulated or spent, depending on your perspective, and bring it all back in the form of a tax deduction. And now the money that you save in taxes contributes to your wealth if you do the right things with it. That's powerful. That's real key. So understand those two, and they go hand in hand. And last but certainly not least, number three, the wealthy tap into experts. You don't have to know all of the tax laws. You don't have to become this guru. You don't have to be the person who says that you need to understand all of the tax code and do what you have to do in order to learn and qualify and get certified in taxes in order to utilize them. You just need to know what I just said. How can you take the money that you're currently using, circulating, turn it into business expenses, keep records of that, and then you connect the two other tax experts who study and understand tax law. Now you put all of those together and you're able to do like the wealthy do and pay less in taxes legally. Now, if you want to put it all together and get access to our group of experts who have been helping people legally minimize their tax liability and increase their cash flow for over a decade, and they thoroughly understand the tax law and they know how to let you get more of your money, help you maximize your refund without putting you in some type of bind or predicament or putting you in a position to get audited, all because they understand how to properly do things, and they can teach you and educate you on things that you can be doing on the day-to-day in order to maximize in every way. And check out the link that's available near this video. So brief recap. Number one, The wealthy, they don't have bills. They have expenses. Type that in the comments. Number 2, the wealthy don't just toss receipts. They understand that receipts equal cash. That with record keeping allows them to keep more of their money and not just lose the money that they just quote unquote spent. They're bringing it back in the form of a tax deduction when it's time to file taxes the following year. And third, they tap into experts. They don't feel like they have to know everything. They just have to tap into people who are smarter than them in that particular area. So that person who's an expert in that field, in this case taxes, can help them maximize in every way possible. That's all I got. Check out the link available below. Be like the wealthy. Minimize your taxes legally so they don't keep paying less taxes than you do. Salute.